Why does it do that? Okay, we're back. I wonder why it does that. Because it didn't do that once the previous 3 streams.
That battle cry. Is that Lord Mighty? Nikador. They're still locked in battle. The battle is still raging. I understand how you feel.
Mem! Mem.
Is that the gate to the past? Let's go, mister. We will...
Alright. This surely can't end badly. Ooh.
Castrum Kremnos. So this is how it looked like before... We should first figure out which era we've... The memory fragments we gathered from Mem all point toward the final stage of the Chrysos War. We may draw suspicion this way. Castrum Kremnos is no leisure spot for... Let's start with the city's surroundings. We might be able to gather some clues by listening. Under all this resplendence is the distinct stench of death. But even the most magnificent of deaths can never be sweet.
Submit or die.
Hello?
What is it?
May I ask if you're here to join the
Competition? No.
So, you're...
Utterly foolish.
Okay. Thanks a lot,
War
fucker.
has left its mark on many from... It's a scroll written in the
Blah 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 blah.
Courage. Nikador did. Kremnos seems... If we can pose as...
There we go.
Finest weapon, gladiators. Ha ha! Ah.
The craftsmanship of...
Oh, I'll take the great sword and the shield.
Mister, much as we're in a memory of the past...
You're quite the...
May I take a look at that weapon, mister? I've seen enough.
Leaving already? Don't you want to browse through my other wares? Well then, come back.
Those weapons reek of blood. He didn't lie about the weapon being one of Cartonis' handiwork, though. Thanks to its...
Crown Prince, Chrysoser Maidemos is just a coward. Those who deserted Kremnos with him have brought shame upon the Lance of Fury. Despicable traitors will never bask in glory again.
Alejandro sub?
But my Demos is undoubtedly the mightiest warrior among us.
Anyways, thank you
Who
for
else
the
can
follow,
we turn to
Yoko.
now that he's gone?
What nonsense are you spouting? King Euripon, the rightful ruler of Castrum Kremnos, has not fallen. He still stands firm in this city and has never given up on awakening the great Titan. As long as we remain steadfast at his side, we'll reclaim our
Hello,
former
Legend
glory and sow
Hunter.
bloodshed and
I'm
conquest
doing
amongst
good.
our foes.
Finally
King
catching up in
Euripon.
the story.
Right, of course. The people of this time wouldn't know the fate of that
Ah,
old king
hello,
yet.
Yoko. Good to see you. Good to see you. Right, of course. The people of this time wouldn't know the fate of the old king yet. What? Medemos is a
No.
deserter?
I don't believe that Lord Mighty left out of cowardice. It was, in fact, a courageous choice. With that, we should have enough to determine the time period we are currently in. Let's run through everything we know so far, mister.
For the new people
Lord
coming in,
Mighty has
we've
gone to seek refuge
gone
in
into the
Alchema with
past
some
to
of his
try and
people.
find a weakness for the
Old King
god of
Euripon still
strife,
reigns,
Titan of strife.
Though Nikador has fallen into a slumber.
Because he's kind of immortal right now, and so we can't
Castrum
really kill him,
Kremnos is now
Nikador.
gathering warriors from all over in preparation for their festival.
And while we're doing this, Medea is giving him back shots one-on-one.
It seems that we've traveled back to the last years of the Chrysos War, a time when Castrum Kremnos grappled with both internal strife and the Titan's waning divinity. The safest bet is to play by the rules. Let's make our way into the city first. That should be the place to sign up.
Alright. Time to sign up for a competition that we're going to fucking steamroll.
Oh, such a pity. Those three warriors were so close to completing the trial, to emerging as victorious Kremnoan warriors, and to earning an audience with our glorious King Europe. And yet, they collapsed at the
Euripon.
final hurdle.
What a name.
The fury-eyed Praetor swiftly hacked them down, reducing them to mere mincemeat. May Nikador recognize their
playing.
valor
Oof.
and embrace their
Feels bad.
heroic spirits. Next!
Yeah, I
Do
forget
we have
that.
any more warriors ready for the challenge? King Euripon awaits.
I forget ads are a
longing
thing
for
now
the
that I'm
first
affiliate.
brave soul to survive and stand before him.
Do we have any more warriors for the challenge? Is
This
competition
was a
really
time
that
when
hardcore?
life was valued far less than bread. People hardly bat their eyelids at the savagery and death that had become
Twitch and YouTube are
commonplace.
always finding ways to get around blockers, so
Oh, does
I'm not
no one
surprised.
have the courage to take up?
Let me through.
Why, it's you again, inarticulate fool. Unarmed, and yet you dare to think you can join the Kremnos festival? I've told you before, this is a trial for three. This is a
Wait a
trial
second.
that requires 3 people.
The
If you
Silent
can't
Gladiator's
even
gonna
gather
be
enough
our
comrades
third,
to
but
stand
this
by
guy's
you
an
in life
asshole.
Let me through.
So you're not just
2 versions late of.
but also hard of
I'm more
hearing.
than 2 versions late if you're talking about
This
Honkai
act
Star
of
Rail.
nuisance,
This is like the
and I'll be
3.0
sure to
story.
show you how uncivil we can get.
And I think we're currently in like
Teams of
3.3,
3.
3.4, one of those two.
Mister, this might be our chance.
Maybe even 3.5.
We can enter the city with him.
What do you mean I won't be calling him an asshole in a bit?
Huh?
We'll be his teammates.
You two.
I see what this is. As you wish. The adrenaline-pumping scenes are becoming a bit tiresome.
Very
So
ominous.
adding a wildly mismatched
ominous
interlude
indeed.
would make for a refreshing change and spice things up. Let the trial begin then. Your only goal is to survive.
Alright, well,
As long
we
as you
have
still
a
hold
Chrysos
the
heir
breath
who
of
can
life,
kill people by
you'll either
touching them,
triumph over
and
every trial and
main
claim
character who
worldly
is a
glory,
walking
or
Stellaron that
leave
also has
your
like 3
soul in
different
Kremnos to
legendary
become
weapons.
fuel.
Have faith, mister. Lord Finon and Lord Mighty are still fighting. We must match their unwavering resolve.
Can we enter now?
Eager to meet your demise? Give me your names, warriors.
I'm the galactic baseballer. No, I'm not
Castorus.
Diego.
Nice.
No, he also has the lance. Don't forget about the lance
Castorus, Nias,
from the
and
preservation.
another. It is an honor to see your true faces revealed by the radiant glow of the Blade of Fury. In the name of the 5 virtues of Nikador, courage, honor, reason,
Oh, well, I mean,
tenacity, and
I think the
sacrifice.
Pokemon's pretty
Stride
legendary.
through the holy city's gate and embrace
Considering
your
that, you know,
fate.
it's like a
May
aspect
your
of the
courageous
remembrance.
souls satisfy
And the bat-
Nikador and fuel
I mean,
the
it's a bat.
conquests of Kremnos.
but the amount of things we've beaten with this bat
Lord Nias,
is what truly
may
makes
I
it
ask
legendary.
what is it you are fighting for?
Fighting needs no reason. I seek only to crush foolishness.
Rules are meant to be
They have fewer
broken.
guards than I expected. I thought we'd be greeted with something more intense.
Why stall those charging for Death's Door?
Death is not part of our plan, Lord Nias. We should work on solving
Lord
the puzzle they've set
Nias.
for us. Look, there are 2 braziers on that wall. Could they be those mechanisms protruding from the ground? Should we attempt to activate them?
Puzzles.
Prophecy tablet.
Yuck.
Let's make use of the tools here to solve.
Seems to be a pressure plate mechanism in the middle of a hole. Perhaps the weight of the ball can trigger it and activate something. What do you mean he broke the rules in the next? Can we just fight our way through?
A meaningless challenge to a road.
We can skip the puzzle?
Let's see
Yeah, I'm
what you
skipping
can
this
do.
puzzle.
Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
You didn't know? Apparently you can,
Troublesome.
if you just fight everything. This is why I always check.
Burn it all.
Lend me your strength.
Forever two.
No bullying allowed. Delivering warmth.
Hey, hey, hey. Chill, chill, chill. Okay,
I am
that was
strong.
close.
Burn it all.
Hey, hey, hey. Calm down. Whew.
Nothing major.
Lucia, I don't think you can say nothing major. You're on fucking 11 HP.
Lend me your strength.
Forever doomed.
You
Why
chose
is
the
your
wrong
auto
enemy.
heal not triggering?
Eternal sleep?
The dead return.
There we go.
Burn it all.
We've entered the storm.
To guard and
To
defend.
guard and defend. Crush them.
Dying soul, face me. I'll accept
Your punishment. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I was never worried.
Lend me your strength.
Explode them, Medei.
Forever doomed.
Underestimating us will cost you.
Burn it
Explode them again, Medei.
The gate has opened, as expected.
A
Weak?
meaningless
What do you
challenge
mean?
to erode the patience of warriors.
They're not weak. He heals for like 6,000. Or actually, no. He can. Give me back my 30 minutes. I mean, you should have talked with the gladiator dude. Then you would have been able to skip it. The way Medei intended. Luca's heals aren't low. Medei just has fucking a gigaton of HP.
Barricades. Could it be a challenge that
Oh, really? I can't skip this puzzle? I don't care about the chest. The only chests I care about are whale. I'm not a whale.
Zagreus, the embodiment of all things despicable. Their legacy reduced to mere playthings for
Explode.
crumble to dust.
this is the way ahead
No,
is now
I'm
clear.
not. I've barely spent like
Lord Nias, before we move on,
I haven't even
there's
spent
something we must explain to
more
you.
than a couple $100 on this game,
You're not here for this
which is
foolish
saying a
dis-
lot.
You
You've been fighting to suppress your true thought. I know you have no care for that fatuous king's contrived glory. I've said it before. To obliterate the deeply in...
now the true challenge begins. This is where it gets difficult.
Greetings, hello there.
They are meant to taste
Thank you
defeat
for
on
the
the
follow.
battlefield.
Should I bro?
Deter us further, and I shall send them to Thanatos.
Are my follows not working? What the heck? Can't go one stream without getting scuffed, can I? Hold on, let's see. They were working, which makes me question why they wouldn't be working now. Okay, so that's weird. Oh, you know what I bet it is? Let me check something. Da 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 da. There we go. Okay, you know what I bet it was? I recently got affiliate, but when getting affiliate, I had to fill out some things and I had to like re-log in to Twitch and stuff. And I bet that because of that, I had to like re-log in on Stream Elements in order to have it start working as well. Alright, I'll keep this open on the side and see if that helps fix it. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going deeper. Pardon me, hand. Pardon me, enemies. I'm just gonna run past all of you. Get away from me!
Wait.
You were going deeper? What do you mean, deeper? Got a crick on your back.
Hush.
Looks like I've hit the jackpot.
I hear it now. That's...
Pretend you did not hear anything. Act oblivious.
Yes, we're
We'll find a way
going
to make
deeper
him
into
come
the
out of
story.
hiding.
And I'm
Stop
killing
at the
every
next
flying
turn.
pig I see.
If there's an assassin, we'll take care of him right
Even
there.
Genocide would be jealous.
Keep quiet.
They sure are quick on their feet.
Naeus.
One bag won't be enough to hold everything.
Why are you crying and
This haul,
saying Naeus,
I shouldn't
huh?
have to scrounge for leftovers for the next few days.
Now,
Oh,
Gah. Huh?
that's
It's
why
you.
all of your weapons reek of blood.
You'll know soon enough. You saying some ominous shit.
Well, I get it.
Looting the arena like a despicable lowlife.
This is
prepare
Medea's
to meet.
quest.
No, stop!
After that
Don't do it, Lord Nias.
Yeah,
This
I
isn't
think
right.
3.0 I think is
Let him go.
Medea, and then 3.1 is Castorius, and then
Turn around,
3.2 is
Look at the corpses of those we crushed. Give me a reason. Show me you're
what
not
do you
as
mean
dumb.
the infamous
Because-
dead quest?
He still knows how to fear death. It is the darkest force, and to answer your question,
Get lost, scum. Consider yourself lucky today.
Sugar, I think.
Thank you.
Then 3.3 is
You won't see me
highest.
around this
Oh,
again.
that's right. That
I
one.
promise.
The green-haired guy, I think, right?
your mercy
You
is
will know in 2
appreciated,
days.
Lord
Yeah.
Make no mistake.
Time it takes me to get through these
This
fucking
is
quests.
simply a commendation for your courage. If I understand you correctly, you must have overcome tremendous. This trial isn't over. We should keep going.
Anax is the green hair one. Then who is Hyacine? Oh wait, Hyacine is the unicorn girl, right? The upcoming
the
quest has
same
a skip
mechanism.
button. Let's
We
go.
need to ignite the 2 braziers to unlock the way forward. Let's clear this trial together.
You see, I could do that puzzle, or I could just go over here, talk to
A
Naeus,
meaningless
and be
show.
like, hey,
Let's see what you can
let's
do.
skip this puzzle by just doing a battle. Something I'm sure Legend Hunter also didn't know you could do for this one either.
I underestimated you. Forever doomed! Bloom. I can't through my blood. Burn it all. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Dead return.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Hey, I'm just saying it how it is.
This battle
Maybe
is
you should have
unavoidable.
talked with Naeus
Lend me your
more if you
strength.
liked him so much.
Forever doomed! Dying soul, now accept your punishment. Burn it all. Conquer all.
Explode!
I'll see you off.
Lend me your strength.
Kill him, Medea.
Forever doomed.
Receive divinity.
I can't die.
Damn.
But
Thanks.
There we go.
The winds of battle never cease.
Imagine doing puzzles and not just brutally forcing your way through with raw force. I mean, that is the Crimnoan way.
Are there others who made it this far?
Never underestimate those who step into this arena. They are skilled and courageous beyond measure.
Who is this voice actor? Kind of sounds like a deeper Alejandro Saab.
Brave one, step forth.
Chrysius Leo.
You could well be. Brave one. Are you calling out to me? That's right. I am. You have an unusual aura about you.
He has aura? Oh god. No wonder he's so cool. He's an aura farmer.
The blazing star of Castrum Kremnos has drifted far from us. All that remains is a dim candle on the verge of being.
Is that
I think
Medei?
You're right.
The aging and feeble king is plotting something unspeakable. One that seeks to defile Nikador's divinity. Their soul
and
and the legacy they left to Kremnos. We need salvation. We need a champion to reignite our hope. I did not come to save anybody, Old Lion. I'm here to answer a call. To crush greed and foolishness once and for all. Perhaps that's what we desperately need. Forge on then, warrior.
Interesting.
Heed the call. I am elderly and weary, but I shall watch you depart and pray for your victory in every battle encounter.
Can't believe we just managed to find the main character and are accompanying him.
Lord Nias, the calling you're heeding.
Comes from the depths of this city. We're close. So close and
Such carnage. Whose desires does this festival
a beast that has lost sight of its target and is now guided.
Lord Nias, now that we're at the very heart of while we do not expect-
Speak.
We came here to find a way to destroy Nikador. We received intel that the Titan of Strife had lost their reason and is now trying to create an immortal. If we do not stop them now, they will pose a grave danger to the future
Enjoy your
generations
sorrow, go to
of
sleep. Farewell,
Amphorius.
legend hunters. Sleep well. And perhaps next time,
Grave
try looking
danger,
for a skip
you
button.
say. Our goals are not in conflict, girl.
Teehee.
Find the Titan, and we can both get what we came for. Better
What
off
about the
forgotten.
festival?
The souls of the sacrificed are still wandering this hall. I hear their endless bemoaning. Their senseless deaths have left them wronged. Their mournful wails echo endlessly. Perhaps I can learn something from their cries.
Interesting.
Reveal yourself. I ask for you to guide.
You can rouse the dead.
No. I can only summon souls that haven't fully passed on. Oh, ye who cannot.
Do we really just
Yes. Didn't you hear?
keep the challengers coming and
Fabricating a spurious war in an attempt to calm the Titan.
Nikador has indeed
Nikador
lost their will.
has indeed lost their will.
This barbaric method of theirs clearly proved to be effective. The soul can reveal even more to us.
What's wrong, girl?
Guiding souls takes a lot of energy. But I'm fine, Lord Nias. Oh, restless soul.
How much longer is this festival going to last? What is King Euripon waiting for?
Be patient, for our plan is still underway. Stealing a Titan's soul is no easy endeavor. The priests are our...
Priests captured from other city-states. Who can guarantee their loyalty? I say we punish one of them so they know to behave.
Ah, yes. Punish.
Sealing a Titan's soul. Could it be the sword vessel in Lepos's ballad? The one that...
Foolishness. Perhaps now you begin to understand the weight of that.
So Nicodor is at their
fighting
mercy?
against the unseen. They have no time for the folly of mortals. Cowards. They are afraid of losing their faith in guidance.
Lord Nias, you seem to know a lot about that Titan.
The whispers I'm hearing may very well be from Nicodor himself.
They're beckoning to us from the other side. Continue to guide us through,
Interesting.
a wandering soul. The next one. I need to last till the next one.
What the? There we go.
Lost souls. I'm lost souls.
Have you heard? King Eurypon's advisors are coming up with a plan to launch an all-out attack on Akama.
Oh, come
With just a handful of soldiers we have, they're absolutely out of their minds.
That's the long-term plan. Our priority for now is still to complete the God King's project.
So their plan to attack Akama was conceived that long ago?
Looks like it wasn't Nicodor's idea.
Lord Nias?
I've long suspected that you two are not from here. No, not just that. You're not from this era. Is it Oryx? No. They would not be capable of such power.
Calm yourself, mister. Your guess is correct, Lord Nias. Someday in the distant future, a mad Nicodor will drive our companions and our homeland to the
we're
brink
just
of destruction.
saying it how it is, huh?
The reason we came back here is to find a way to prevent Amphorius from falling to its doom.
Their madness will last for thousands of years. The destruction created by human folly is more than anyone could imagine. It so happens that we have the same goal.
The souls are still lingering here. Let us keep going.
Woman, you are coughing up a storm.
Don't push yourself.
We're almost at the end. I can sense it.
All right. If you say so. Don't push yourself too hard. I forgot they had ranged. My faulty.
Receive divinity.
All right. Well,
Forever doomed.
I am strike! Burn it all! Let's settle this.
Lend me your strength.
Forever do!
Explode.
Delivering warmth. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
The dead return.
Dying, now accept your punishment.
Is it coming? Riding the west wind?
Explode.
Burn it all! I'll see you off.
God damn.
There's always a weakness.
They kinda exploded them. There ain't no way. Fuck off, you little phantom thieving bitch. Blah blah blah. I don't care. Oh. A fight? Really? Okay.
How noisy.
You have forced my...
Forever doomed! Bloom. I can't die, but thanks.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Show me your courage. Burn it all.
Well then, I need to use an ultimate, do
Dying
I?
soul, face me.
Explode.
Now accept your punishment. Forever doomed.
No bullying allowed.
Let's settle this. Receive divinity.
Receive
I
divinity.
can't die, but burn it all.
The winds of battle.
Give me my goddamn chest. Thank you.
Oh.
Why
I'm
don't
fine,
you take a break?
Mr. Lost Souls.
You're clearly not fine. You're
What have
breathing
you
and
heard?
coughing and
Courage,
barely standing.
honor, tenacity, and sacrifice. Oh God, Kate, we will keep searching for it.
I never knew ferrying souls stuck. If only death didn't exist.
You don't have to listen to these spirits any longer. We've learned enough from them now. The people of Kremnos have tampered with Nikodo's soul in some way. What we need to do, stay strong. We have no...
I'll be fine. The other side is back at. I am sorry that you had to witness my earlier outburst.
I understand your pain, child. We are nearing the place where they cast and cut the souls. It is
The soul
likely no one
forge.
survived this far in the festival. Sailor.
Here we are.
The Titan's kin.
Worry entry. Forbid. Has it lost its sanity? Indestructible.
Split soul, indestructible body.
Nothing for big me.
Yeah, not for long.
Nothing major. Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
Eternal step. Dead
Explode.
return.
city remains. Burn it all! I am Strife, forever doomed! You chose the wrong enemy.
You chose the wrong
You'll
enemy.
pay for this. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm.
To guard and defend.
Crush them.
Dying soul, now accept your
Accept your punishment.
It's coming! Riding the west wind. Away we go!
Burn it all!
Huge news! Lend me your strength.
Forever doomed!
Is it dealt with?
No. An experiment. King Euripon wanted to strip Nikodor of their divinity and seal it within an intricate vessel for all eternity. That's how he would immortalize Nikodor's divine body. Of course, he had to test it out on a Titankin before going on to... The answer is very simple. Because the fragments of Nikodor's soul are sealed in these statues. The calls that I've been hearing. As long as we reassemble their soul and unite their divine core, they will recover their dignity as a Titan. You will then have a chance to triumph over them.
Indestructible.
We finally found the root of everything. I'll find a way to stall it. To Titankin that have lost all reason, please, you must find a way to make Nika...
Let's see what you can do.
All right.
Unbelievable. This dark and derelict place. Is this the future of Kremnos? History has taken, or much time has passed, yet the Titan's soul remains fragmented. That covetous king and his servants would have turned to dust by now. Their scheme that once unfolded here has likewise been buried with them. You and I are both here to bring an end to this absurdity. So join me, comrade.
Let's bring death unto the Titan.
The sounds of battle. That's...
From a time dimension very close to ours.
So,
my companions are fighting Nikodor.
There are mortals who fight against fate. Even in this, but strength alone will not help them destroy an immortal body. That's why you and that girl went back in time seeking courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, reason. There are only 4 soul-forged statues here. If they did split Nikodor's divinity into 5 parts, there is still one fragment of the soul that is missing. Agreed. Come, help me piece... Come, help me piece together. There's no
Skip the
trace.
puzzle.
We shall hereby seal the God King's courage within this sword vessel. A testament that they have never once retreated from a battle, even against the formless black tide from beyond the dense fog. They alone have raised their sword and faced the enemy head-on.
Nikodor's courage! Break free from your shackles, and
we shall hereby seal the God King, a testament that they have even when enemies close in from all sides, they have never conceded to evil schemes, fiercely guarding the warrior's dignity.
Nikodor's honor! Break free from your shackles!
We shall hereby seal the God King's tenacity within this sword vessel, a testament that their will is unyielding in the fight, no matter how powerful the black tide may be. Enough to corrupt the wills of...
Nikodor's tenacity! Break free from your shackles!
We shall hereby seal the God King's sacrifice within a testament that their final words before sinking into dormancy were about
The
to
God
make a
King's
war
sacrifice.
against the Black Tide. They use their own body as a...
Nikador's sacrifice! Break free from your shackles!
Where could the
I was
missing
wrong
fragment in divinity
all this
be?
while. The final fragment of divinity was never lost.
Oh,
I
I
believe
get
I
it
know
now.
where it is.
It's him.
Lord Nias.
Yes. There is just no one knows when the Black Tide first appeared beyond the distant horizon. But when it slowly encroached upon Amphorius's borders, Nikador was the first during the battle against the Black Tide. Their sanity began to slip away. In their prime, the Titan could obliterate an entire archipelago with a single slash. Yet they could not sever the root of this corruption. They battled the Black Tide by sheer will alone, but ultimately succumbed to it before their divinity could
it be?
the fragment of divinity that they stripped away. The fragment they wanted to preserve the most was reason. The Titan believed that their reason would someday respond to their calling, to return to their
I
body.
see. Nias
fulfill
is
their sacred
Nikador's
mission.
reason. Versions of you from the past?
All of these. They're...
They represent countless failed endeavors. With your help, I can finally...
Lord Nias, what do you intend to do?
Courage, honor, tenacity, and sacrifice. They are all versions of me. Hearing the murmurs of these soul fragments has led me to... Nikador's soul is corrupted beyond the point of salvation.
What can we do then?
There is only one option. The seal that binds their divinity is already broken. As long as we complete the soul forging here, Nikador will be whole. You will go into battle with a Titan nearly at the zenith of their powers. And when that happens, the glow...
What about you, Lord Nias?
I will return to where I came from, and become a part of Nikador's divinity once more. In all likelihood, I will also be consumed by corruption. An inevitable course of action, if we hope.
You are willing to sacrifice yourself for a future you won't get to witness.
This is my purpose. My origin. I am no mortal, and I do not fear death. Even so, will you still weep for me?
All farewells in this world are sorrowful.
Well, we haven't known each other for long. I have learned much from you. In return, I'll teach you a lesson of mine before it. Do not detest your talent, and do not abhor death. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent, because all things eventually fade to dust.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
Civilizations only grow under strife. Humans instinctively loathe suffering. Yet suffering is the only thing that teaches them to stand unyielding.
I will do as you wish. If this is meant to be, then I'll fight you.
He knows what it truly means to go to battle. Perhaps if you die by my lance, then there's no need to reflect on what I said. But if you should send me to my grave, promise me that you will use my core flame to fuel a roaring blaze and continue the...
On behalf of all the Chrysos heirs, I promise you.
I am Nikador, the Lance of Fury, the messenger of turmoil! Remember this! I am the scar that this world...
You hear that? What? They've returned!
Best me! Grant me an end! If hitting a warrior! Corpus Enos!
Here we go. Time to kill a god and end the eternal strife.
So,
Once
this is Mikador's
and
true
for
form.
all.
It's incredible. Well done on them.
This flower?
Bloom. I can't die. Let's see who remains.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return! Burn it all!
I'll see you off.
Lend me your strength.
Lend me your strength.
Forever doomed! Through my blood, burn it all!
Underestimating us will cost you. Delivering warmth.
Ow, 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 ow.
Dying soul, face me. I'll accept your punishment.
Explode.
Forever doomed! Fury upon you!
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Burn it all! Since you've overcome the curse of immortality, destruction shall be your reward.
Destruction shall be your reward.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Ow.
It's riding the west wind. Away we go!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Dying soul, face me. I'll accept your punishment. Forever doomed! Chorus! Chorus!
Ow, 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 ow.
Conquer all lands!
I promise you, Lord Nias, your nightmare will be over soon.
Huge news!
I'll see you off.
I can't
Eternal
die.
sleep.
The dead
Explode.
return! Thanks.
It's gonna hurt. Ow. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Lend me your strength.
You know what? I'm sure it's fine.
Dying soul, I'll accept your punishment.
Come on! Bring an end to strife! Once and for all!
Is it coming? Riding the west wind, away we go!
All right, Medei.
Fury
This
upon
is all on you.
Victory is at hand! Time for the fight!
Oh, never mind. We did it.
Master. Now.
No longer must one wield a sword. From here on, the world shall no longer know strife.
And thus, strife was found.
It's finally over. Nikador's core flame.
Time passes quickly. It's been a long time since the last. Now that the Lance of Fury is no more, we Chrysos heirs are one step closer to the Genesis, as foretold.
The silence here is stifling. The city feels so unfamiliar.
You've exchanged thousands of blows with them. Your ears are probably just not used to this peace and quiet.
What's next?
I have an agreement with the Titan. The Chrysos heirs will take away their core flame and use it to start a bright blaze that'll illuminate our path onward.
You spoke with Nikador.
They're protecting the world from something.
What did they say? Please.
Not now, Lord Mighty. I'll tell you everything once we return to Akama.
Aglaya mentioned that someone must touch the core flame and absorb it to become its temporary receptacle. Mighty, do you...
This honor is yours. Isn't it something you've been longing for?
But you're more deserving of it. You sustained all these new wounds from fighting them.
If you have any idea how exhausting it is to fight a protracted battle, you should know that pointless arguments are the last thing I want to get into now.
A little back and forth wouldn't hurt much. Coming to a decision so easily makes it seem like this is not at all a life-changing undertaking, you know? Come with me then, Core Flame. The vortex of Genesis is awaiting your return. I don't think I felt anything at all. Or rather, it felt a lot easier than I expected. I had assumed that bearing the corpse... In any case, let's return to Akama and share news of our victory with the two demigods.
Mem? Go with the rest, mister. I will catch up with you later. Lord Nias, Lord Nikador, I know that your only wish right now is to rest in peace. Please tell me, do you know where I must find them? The half of me that I've been deprived of since birth. I must take it. I see. So even this I will continue this arduous journey. Even if I must travel to every corner of a... I understand. The Chrysos heirs will fulfill the promise we made. Such a peaceful end is not befitting of you. The bringer of strife into this world. But it's a good thing it's just me here. Poets will still describe you as an embodiment of madness and corruption. The god of war who incinerated all of their glory. Yet, at this moment, I am willing to send you into the gentle embrace of death. Farewell.
Well then. I still can't believe Midday didn't take the core flame of strife. Like, that's kind of like his whole thing. But yeah, no.
We completed the mission, Treeby. No broken limbs or severe injuries. Just a fiery core flame in the palm of my hand.
I can feel the core flame's warmth. Well done, Finan. It has been far too long since Emphorius last saw the birth of a demigod. Having you take Nikador's place will surely invigorate the spirits of those in the Holy City.
I want to be honest about this. I believe Mighty is the better candidate. He was once the Crown Prince of Kremnos, after all, and much of his lifetime was spent fighting alongside Nikador. He is more worthy of the title of Strife than I am.
You have thought much about this, sweet child. But there is one thing you overlooked. The qualities you've mentioned are very likely the reasons my Demos refused this core flame. I do not doubt his strength and talents. In fact, he must have imagined himself becoming a god 1,000 times over. But he turned it down because he does not want to lead his people down the same path again. So I will ask you once more. Have you made up your mind, Finan of ID's Elysiae?
I am ready for this. I will shoulder the burden of divinity alongside the both of you. I am willing to make...
Very good.
This day has finally come, Snowy. You've been wanting this all along.
If the prophecy hadn't found me back then, I would still be roaming the world
Okay,
aimlessly.
but Medea's gonna
Right
get
now,
this
though,
core flame, right?
I live for the sole purpose of dedicating myself.
I find it really hard to
the
believe
mission
that
of the
Medea does not
Chrysos
get this
heirs.
core flame.
I never once doubted your resolve. This time tomorrow, the Chrysos heirs will remember. This is unlike the unchanging rites our priests perform. No one knows that use this time to properly rest.
I understand.
Are protected by two demigods after all. There are others carrying the burdens for them. People of Amorphous must have extraordinary spirits to be able to enjoy their lives even
They
in
have
such troubled
Aglaya
times.
and Treeby to thank for that. It is because of their protection that the citizens are able... where did Mighty go?
He was exhausted, so he went back to rest.
Our victory might not have been possible without your help. I'm sure you've heard enough words of gratitude, but it would be the first time I thanked you, so... Aglaya
What's next
will
for
gather
us?
us at the Vortex of Genesis this time tomorrow, where we'll perform a ritual to surrender the corpse. She only mentioned the Chrysos heirs, but if I invite you to...
Is there anything we should know about this ritual?
From what Aglaya said, no one can predict what's going to happen, because each Titan's divine authority is unique. That's why I hope both of you can be there.
Aw, Phaon, buddy, we've got your back. Oh, we charge a fee for appearances.
That can be on Aglaya's tab. She's also known as the Gold Weaver. The night's all yours, but get some rest before tomorrow's ritual.
You and Don Hung watch Phaon leave the bath. He seems troubled. How can you tell? From his body language and micro-expressions, I guess it's understandable, seeing as he's about to experience something extraordinary. The Titans may only be the local gods of Amphorios, but Immortal Ascending is something else altogether. Sounds like a lot to take in. About time we consider ourselves too. You're right. So much happened in this short of a time. We haven't had the time to consider our own predicament. Our car's scrapped, we've lost contact with the crew, and everything beyond the sky is taboo here. I'm gonna lose my login streak. It's a pity we can't send March a message, so she can help you finish your dailies. Once Phaon's ascension ritual is over, we should start working out these problems of ours. For now, though, let's head back to the bath chamber, rest and gather ourselves.
What are you folks going to do next?
Resist Strife's dominion. Something's gonna go wrong during the ritual.
I'd love to go in and take a look.
And Medea's gonna take the core flame, right? I find it impossible to believe that.
Mem.
Sleepy sleep. Sleep. And then we wake up and everything's exploding. Huh? What? What? Those flame-chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I've written. Name bathed in blood.
There's no...
Being a man of few words, knew his demons.
He managed to survive all of that?
Mortal body, a gift bestowed.
Arrogant amateur historian. This is pomegranate.
Shadow breaks out among the people, and the man rises to leave. The truth of such rumors, he speaks through his distance, so by the body that was stood in his trials and face death. We must hear a practical crown prince. The last prince, Medemos. Flame Chaser's path has been lit? What the? What got you so serious? What are you doing here? What's with this book? I have no clue. I was in a deep state. I woke up here. And since you're here too, does that mean... Did our hearts connect in a dream? There must... Is there a way we could avoid meeting? How cute. It's as if our fates would be connected. Although I'm completely in the dark, I adore the story. They say dreams are veils that cast by Orynyx. Could this be a gift from them? It appears the Titan shares you just as much as I do. and get it a bedtime story.
Ma'am.
Gotta hunch the beautiful stars we saw, treasure that being stories, and travel. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled and dive into reading together. You collect tons of bedtime stories, then Nagiko. You can read them to me. Interesting. Oh God. What do you mean? Why are there so many sagas? And strange dream somewhere else in Okinawa.
You should take this opportunity to...
Today, tomorrow, what difference does it make? So long as the light continues to shine this brightly, I won't be getting any sleep. Why force myself to shut my eyes when I can instead take this time to...
Have you thought
Not at all. Everything's a jumbled mess still. I don't even know where to start. The core flame was blazing hot in my palm in the beginning. But it has completely cooled off now. I can barely feel it. Miss Casterus, does this mean I'm a good match for Nikador?
I don't quite get how it works, but if it's going to put you at ease, then I will say yes to that.
Thank you. That's the abyss in the distance. Oh, that reminds back in the temple with the scales of justice. When Orynyx was trying to deter us. Why did you stop me, Miss Casterus?
Because I knew there must be another solution. Something more important than the fate of Amphorius. It is far too cruel and unfair to ask that of you.
You should know that I would have gone ahead if Dan Heng hadn't come up with an answer in time.
I know. We should not have hesitated then. I stopped you before I even realized it myself. It's fortunate we had the both of them there with us.
Yeah. It's a good thing we had them.
Are you still thinking about the...
Every waking moment. I lied to the two demigods just now. I told them the duty of the Chrysos heirs is all I think about now.
No one fools her, Lord Finon. She merely chooses to turn up...
You're right. How foolish of me to think I got away with it. I often wonder if someone as ordinary as me can really become a hero. I thought defeating Nikador would quell the voice of doubt in my mind. But it has only grown...
I don't have the right words for you now, but... I know you're far from ordinary, Lord Finon. Mighty often calls you Deliverer in jest, but I don't believe he means it mockingly.
I should probably shut out these pointless thoughts and empty my mind until I did that before sitting for Treeby's history exam. Who in the world could hope to go over those piles of documents and slates? I decided I was better off resigning myself to fate. That way I'd get more time to play and practice with my sword.
Relatable.
How did you do on the exam, then?
My score? I don't remember anymore. All I remember is Treeby punishing me to a full week of cleaning the Chrysos heir's bath.
So High Priest Treeby can be strict too. Please continue with this mentality, Lord Finon.
Thank you, Miss Casterus. I think the sights of Ides Elysiae, my homeland, have been flashing before my eyes lately. Those Kremnoans mastered some cutting-edge technology. If only I could separate my soul from my body too. That way I'd be able to fly my... That's the only place I can be momentarily at peace.
Pardon? Herda's POV? Where the fuck have you been all this time?
An utterly adventure. Feel free to replace blank with whatever description. I'm as sure as curious as I am. So, What's going to happen? Keep it together. All that excitement isn't going to get you anywhere, you know? Why don't you? Ta-da! Recognize this place? Heard a space station. Look at all these puppets! Aren't they dearly exquisite? Let's just say I've already heard many others secretly gushing. She looks so pretty on more than one occasion. If you ask me though, they barely did justice to Madame Herda's beauty. Maybe just 10%. No! Not even 1% of the real deal. Remember this scene? Oh, it evokes so much emotion in me. The esteemed Madame Herda, Genius Society number 83, asking the great Noose a question. An attempt to gain it. All right, so continuing from where we left off last time, this is where every...
Fourth mirror? Who exactly are you talking?
Why, I was just ramping it up for our grand appearance.
So a dramatic... But what are the odds of that happening? Sure, slightly plausible, if I did manage to talk to Droid Head. But guess what's the problem? They have...
But look at this, Madame Herda. You're standing before Noose.
Oh, that? That's a hologram. What? I can't possibly summon the real Droid Head here, can I?
Wait, what? You mean to say you've just been reciting your lines before a hologram?
Yeah, creating dramatic value. Isn't that what you're most obsessed with? Moving on. Don't try, but you wouldn't even begin to imagine how difficult it is to send a message to Noose. And I went all out
Well,
for
hello
it.
there, Herda.
Powering the audience system alone required me to reconfigure the energy supply of the entire space station. I had to switch it to hibernate mode before rebooting everything. Do you have any idea how much that costs?
How much? How much?
I'm not in charge of finance. Go pose that to Asta instead.
Oh, you don't know either.
I am Herda herself, the emanator of erudition, and a true blue genius. Why would I be holding the purse strings? That's
Emanator of
me.
erudition, true blue genius,
You're absolutely
yada
right,
yada, blah blah
Madame
blah.
Herda. The IPC should really be providing a... With that said, Herda herself, emanator of erudition and true blue genius. What do you plan to do now?
What else can I do?
Don't take offense to my candid words, Madame Herda. You may be proficient in many aspects. I humbly suggest for you...
Contact him and expose how I shelled out a bomb to send a message to Droid Head, only to screw up everything else?
All right, all right.
Good that you do. There. That's the audience systems terminal. Come, walk with me. We'll check...
Aye, ma'am. Oh, but I can't...
What's with your witty remarks today?
What the fuck is going on?
Keen observation. One more. Focus now. Sending a message. Of course. No sweat. The 3 zones.
I'm just a mere...
Okay, Herda randomly showing up.
Why is this energy supply
Why the fuck
zone
are we
so
in Yarlo
cold?
6 or 5 or whatever it is?
Why else? I've converted the energy core that supplies all of Herda Space Station into a You're just a mirror? I don't need you to... Where did those things come from? Corrupt... whatever.
Anyway. Interesting. Explode. Explode again.
Bloom. I can't. I am strike.
Explode one more.
Forever doomed. I'll see you off. Dying soul, now accept your punishment.
The winds of battle never cease.
Receive divinity.
Receive
Can't
divinity.
through my blood. Burn it all!
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Return!
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
And explode.
Forever doomed! Burn it all! Dying soul, face me. Now accept your punishment.
And Madame Herta never fails to impress. What in the...
We're going to need out of this, but computer.
A question on the side.
Is that
Can we
important?
get back to Ampharios? I mean, no offense, Herta. It's just like, you know. Kind of far from our original, you know.
Submit or die. So feeble. Let this place witness. Burn it all.
Let this place witness glory.
I can't. I am strike. Forever doomed. Let's settle this.
There's always lend me your strength.
Explode.
Burn it all. Dying soul, now accept your
Explode
punishment.
again. Medei, you truly are just amazing. And
Forever
unstoppable.
Fury upon you.
600 HP, you know?
Help me!
Clean up after. With those annoying. These computers will.
Our last stop is the...
Oh?
Well, you know. When you hold the power of the immortal Chrysosaur, it's, not that hard to squash some bugs.
What's all this?
Aggregating the pack. Alas.
I see. Mirror, see. This don't. See?
Things may look fine.
Madam Herta? Huh? What does she want?
Let me take a look.
How did you...
Shh! Don't That's...
what's wrong?
The replica personality module is off. That can't be. And the utterly absurd module has also been disabled? Something's definitely wrong here. The attack, anything, everything...
No, wait. Why do you...
Is
Have
enabled.
such presets.
Intruder detected. Drats. Come and help me, Mary. Anything, everything, attack!
Okay, then.
These are hermetic remnants of the remembrance? So they were the ones that corrupted and tampered with the settings of my puppets?
Why are you messing with the remembrance? Or I guess more, why is the remembrance messing with you?
Eternal sleep.
The dead return.
I have absolutely no weakness
Watch closely.
break here, but that's fine because I do have this little
Lend
thing
me your
called
strength.
Medei,
Let this place witness glory.
who's going to
Burn it all.
explode you.
I am strike.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Dying soul, face me. Now accept your punishment.
Explode.
Forever doomed.
And explode again.
Egad! What a close shave. But why are these remembrance memes even showing?
That's not the only one. Look at them.
Can't you do a factory reset?
Sorry to disappoint. The absolutely not module has been enabled. So not even I get to bypass its permissions.
The absolutely not
Whoopsie.
module. What the fuck are these modules? And the way you name them.
What were you really trying to achieve with these?
Just some toys to amuse myself with. Finding the source of the corruption can wait. These puppets no longer...
I urge you to go easier.
Hey, puppets.
All right. I'll give you the honor of dying in battle.
Damn, they really chasing me. Or they were chasing me. Hey, get back here. I wanted you to chase me. Damn. I was gonna try and kill multiple birds with one stone, but oh well.
Submit or die.
Troublesome.
Forever doomed!
Bloom.
I can't. Through my blood. Burn it all.
Burn
You
it all.
chose the wrong enemy.
Underestimating delivering warmth.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Why should I ever have to worry about anything
You'll
when
pay
I
for
have
this.
Medea?
Lend me your strength.
Forever doomed! Dying soul, now accept your punishment. Submit or die.
Submit or die.
Burn it all.
Receive divinity.
I can't. I am strike. Burn it all.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Explode them again, Medea. You missed one.
I underestimated you. Dying soul, now accept your punishment.
Go, go, go!
Burn it all. So feeble. Fury upon you.
God, he's so cool.
They're completely battered, save for their heads.
Well, never strike someone in the face. The same goes for puppets. I'm picking up signals from more puppets somewhere further in. Let's go take a look.
How does this have anything to do with, you know, everything we've been currently doing? Just curious question. We kind of just killed a god, and we're going to a ritual for our buddy Fanon, and now we're here fighting Herda clones.
Should I even be?
Puppets before her were all as dull as brick walls, mundane and uninspired. I distinctly recall number 09.
Good to know.
Fear not, Mirror.
Can I just be?
So feeble.
Oh no, it's the swarm. Whatever will I do?
Let's see who remains.
I know.
Bloom.
I'll kill you.
I
Kill
can't
you
eternal
dead.
sleep. The dead return. Thanks.
I'll see you off.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm.
We've
To
entered
guard
the
and
storm.
defend.
To guard and
Crush
defend.
them.
Show me your courage. Burn it all. Through my blood. Dying soul, now accept your punishment.
It's riding the west wind. Away we go!
Away we go! explode.
Nothing major.
Stop hitting him.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Like, seriously, leave my
Receive
man
divinity.
alone. What did Lucia ever do?
Eternals, the dead return!
Lend me your strength.
Burn it all.
Bloom.
I can't die, but so feeble.
So feeble. Ow. That was very rude of you.
Dying soul, face me. Now accept your punishment.
Oh, you killed Branya. That was not very nice of you.
Conquer all lands.
But you're dead, so it doesn't really matter. Hello, Ultra. I am doing pretty well.
That was close.
Don't be melodramatic.
I take it we've taken care of the problem.
Getting through the story.
Does that mean?
Not yet. There's something else we need to deal with. It seems we've had a little tag-along all this while.
You got
Yes,
quite a
I
sharp
did.
eye, Madam Herta. Would you like us to help?
We're officially affiliate now,
Sure.
baby.
Go ahead and summon the whole team, Fourth Mirror.
Yeah.
Considering the gravity of our endeavor,
Did it like
we
just
can't
in
allow a
time
little
too.
peep to spoil the show.
Got it like the very last day of the section. Evaluation section or whatever.
Parasite of the remembrance. Do you once you're reflected in mine? You can forget about.
Oh dear, this is bad. Right, stay alive, and again, I can strive. Retreat into the memories.
Someone hasn't been paying.
What in the world is going
Didn't
on?
hear me, did you? For those pet.
Herta, I'll spill it all. The gardens.
Is that need a little refresher?
I
Hush now. Keep quiet. This is my moment to shine, so just listen. You crept in here to steal Noose's memories, didn't you? And messing with my precious audience system is just a ruse to lure me here. So what a shame. You're only a step away from completing the mission assigned to you.
What in the world?
As if. Truth is, you know. Think I only have Fourth Mirror following me around? Oh, then you've let your guard down. Because her siblings have long been watching your every move.
I am
Now,
still curious as to what this has to do with a
what
Morpheus,
kind of
but you know.
punishment should I subject a brazen... Oh, I know.
Besides the fact that Herta
was...
was
for mirrors, huh?
the other unit
How about
coming
letting
out
you enjoy some quality time with your favorite
soon.
object? As for the length of your punishment, let's keep it mildly punitive. How about 100th of a lifetime? Oh, cheer up. You can still do your part for this world while trapped in a mirror. For all you know, your weak path energy... Oh, I should make myself... I meant my... At long last, we can finally be at ease. Oh, cut that out! Those weird noises make me seem like I've got a few screws loose. Put that little thief to sleep for now.
Oh, sweet and venerable Madam Herta, when
The audience system has been rebooted. After all that I have done to reach you, droid head.
Droid head, huh? And why would we be wanting to talk to a
Path
clanker?
space. This isn't a figment of the simulated universe, but right. Now's not the time to wallow in...
Madam!
Is this There shouldn't be a 2 in binary arithmetic. Is this some kind of prank?
A 2 in binary arithmetic. Maybe it's hexacode.
Herta, we're hearing those voices again.
Or hexadecimal.
Keep your cool, Door? Lock? No. This isn't the voice of the path at all.
Madam Herta, those want to listen in on them?
Third mirror. Stop that. Wait. Did you This is...
Yang?
Not sure she'll be happy about it, but we have people come.
Wait! Stop! Whatever you're about... No, don't even think about it. I must continue forward. Sure.
Is something wrong, Madam Herta?
No, it's nothing.
Madam Herta? I think you'll want to...
I'll leave it to you then, Mr. Sunday. My pleasure.
Wait. What?
Please pardon me, Madam Herta.
Is this the harmony? Ridiculous. Hoping to stop me with such cheap...
Easily dispelled the resonance with her subconscious mind.
As expected of an emanator.
Is there something else we can try?
Presumptuous fellows. Who are you to interrupt Madam Herta's? Let's ignore them and keep going.
Forget it, Mirror. Let's just
leave? Surely
you're
not
not
suggesting we stop the audience experiment. That's beyond all reason, ma'am. We went through so much just to get here. And now we're just one step away from making contact with the Eon themselves. Please! You know how insanely costly it is to read.
But if I were to ignore those 2 intruders and continue onward, when Droidhead casts their gaze upon the space station, the blast of energy generated in that instant is sure to... Experiments can always be repeated, but humans...
Interesting, okay. So why exactly do you want to catch the gaze of a droid head if it's gonna, you know...
Enough! Don't use that nauseating
blow everything up.
Looks like I'll have to abort, but mark my words, Droidhead. I will.
Madam Herta? You're finally awake.
Oh, you two? Oh, my plan is ruined. And it's all thanks to you.
Your plan?
My sincerest apologies, Madam Herta. We weren't aware this was a part of your plan. The space station was in complete darkness when we arrived, so Sunday and I assumed something bad had happened. We continued further into the space station, hoping to find the cause of the blackout.
How did you?
The door wasn't locked.
All right, fine. I am
the door wasn't locked.
After all. You're not to blame for this. I am familiar with Mr. Yang of the Astral Express. But the one next to you?
Looks like Madam Herta doesn't pay much attention to cosmic news.
Please pardon my manners. It is unbecoming of me to forget the most basic of courtesies amid all that has happened. My name is Sunday.
And this, unremarkable passenger happens to be a Harmony Pathstrider? Do you take me for a chuck? In any case, I don't suppose you came all the way here just to check on how the space station is doing?
Well, we were worried for a moment there. But it's good to know the space station isn't in any kind of trouble.
We love you, Mr. Yang. Never change.
We're here because of Amphorius, Madam Herta.
Why does that not surprise me?
Oh? Something occurred to you?
No! I've told Himiko everything I know. Nothing about the world sounds right. Droidhead has cast their gaze upon numerous worlds in the past, and every one of them is etched in my mind. So how could I possibly not know about it? Perhaps those garden folks lied to you. Anyhow, I've looked up the name Amphorius in the simulated universe, Though clearly irrelevant results have already been filtered out, there's still an unbelievably long list of generated results. Something about how the Divine Amphorius team will swap out their current crest emblem for one in King Babaru's likeness in the next season. I hope that...
We may as well take a look.
I still don't get it, though. Didn't the Astral Express already depart some time ago? Is that world so incredibly spectacular that it warrants...
Well, that's because we're caught between a rock and a hard place. If Amphorius is indeed inextricably entwined with eons, paths, and even the erudition, we're going to need the wisdom of a genius to help us, especially now that we've seen the planet for ourselves.
Elaborate a little on this rock and a hard place you're caught between.
We've lost all contact with two indispensable companions since they entered Amphorius. And that's not all. One of our other companions is suffering from a serious and inexplicable affliction.
Oh, and now we're switching back, right when we got to the part that I was actually curious about. Of course. Why wouldn't they? Something was. Forget it. You can skip the translation. I can somehow tell that the chatter's meaningful. It's almost time. The Chrysosayers should be finishing up their preparations at the Vortex of Genesis. Let's go witness the core flames return when you're ready. Here we go. I'm sure absolutely nothing will go wrong.
A wild wind carries
Oh,
with it.
Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rift.
Your guests are here, Finan. We can begin the ritual now.
Lord Mighty isn't here yet.
It's fine, Miss Caceres. He spoke. I told him he should be nursing his wounds, and that he shouldn't be worrying about all this comrades once-in-a-lifetime ascension.
Comrades once-in-a-lifetime ascension ritual. Yeah, it's totally nothing major or important.
So, I'm ready to...
Teacher, show him the way forward.
Despite the myriad dark and endless nights that have gone by, the guidance of the prophecy is nevertheless as clear and bright as the first ray of dawn. Overthrow the gods, it declared. Restore the core flames, it declared. Bear the divine authority, it declared. Forge miracles, it declared. O prophecy, forgive us for this late tribute. We, Chrysosayers, have striven to start the flame chase journey anew over these myriad nights. The seeds we sowed have finally yielded a good the seventh core flame needed for the miracle that once belonged to the great Lance of Fury, Nikador, shall now be returned by an elected hero of the Chrysos heirs. Please step forward, Finan of Id. Recite with us.
O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
Surrender the core flame, Chrysosayer.
Lance of Fury's constellation is illuminated. Why is the vortex this silent? Was it also like that in the past?
Patience, Finan. Do not make us question this decision.
Lord Nias?
I'm afraid he's not the person you know, Castorus. That is a manifestation of the prophecy, an echo of the Titan's divinity. It is here to examine the Titan's successor. Mortal, who wishes to inherit my divine authority. Your strength and character have been thoroughly tested. Yet your will wavers. If you are to inherit Nikador's relentless fight against the unspeakable Black Tide, you must accept a trial of divinity. Prove that you possess an indestructible will, and vanquish the fears deep in your heart.
You're telling me this isn't Medea's ritual? Like, come on.
Vanquish the fears in my heart. So be it. No matter what obstacles you plan to put in my way, for our prophesied tomorrow, I will become the god Amphorius needs.
Come with me, Finon of Aegis Elysia.
In fear, you shall abandon your mortal body, and in suffering, be reborn as a god. Wait for my return.
Really? Medea's not gonna do anything? Not gonna show up last minute? Not gonna interrupt this? Not anything like that? Okay.
Lord Finon is gone?
He has stepped onto the battlefield to fight a campaign that can only be won by him. All we can do is wait.
What a mysterious ritual. Is there really nothing we can do?
I pray you truly are prepared. Yes, the manifestation of the prophecy must have seen this. Wherever he is, whatever he is fighting.
Imagine he has to fight
Finan
Medea.
steers his own
That'd be
fate.
funny.
If he can conquer his fear and return as a demigod, we will be one. You must have noticed by now. Every Chrysos heir here bears a flaw of sorts. Be it the curse of immortality, or... But not Finan. He is a Chrysos heir without flaw. There will come a day when he leads everyone.
I don't know about without flaw, but...
Everyone we have left. Through the gates of the...
Still too late. The constellation of the Lance of Fury is already illuminated.
The core flame has been surrendered. The Lord Finon's test is prophecy sent an ambassador. They acknowledged Lord Finon's strength and character. He must conquer his fear, improve himself.
I was right to be worried. I want to formally thank you, outsiders. Were it not for your aid, our campaign against Nikador would have been 100 times more arduous.
Isn't it nice to be
Kremnoans revere strength and military might. But that does not mean we lack etiquette.
Medea, what do you mean when you said you were worried?
They don't know yet. That guy has always been tormented by his past. I may not be the right person to tell you about him, but you must know his
When
past.
does Saber appear? The newest patch, which means we've got a long ways to go. And also,
Lord
it's not
Mighty,
out yet.
Please allow
Or
me.
the next patch, I guess, not the newest patch. The next patch
Very well.
that's coming. I'm pretty sure.
Before he was chosen by the prophecy,
Or maybe the patch after that.
Lord
I don't know, it's
Finon
one
had
of them.
everything taken away from him. His home, his family, his close friends. He became a hollowed shell in his youth. and the blazing flames of vengeance were the only thing sustaining him. The prophecy gave him a new mission, granting him a new life as a chrysosaur. But which is more important?
Gotta keep grinding. Yep.
His new mission.
That's honestly the main
or his
reason I'm
desire
doing
for
all the story,
revenge?
is to grind up and get ready for the
Afraid only
Fate
he knows.
collab.
No. Perhaps.
I acknowledge his strength, but fear is something not even the sharpest of swords can cut. I hope you've toughened your resolve. Only a will as tough as stone can shatter.
Is something wrong? Ugh, don't keep me in suspense. Come on, tell me already. What did you see?
I just wanted to get a reaction out of you. Alright, I'll tell you. This card is the Deliverer.
Deliverer? What does that mean?
The interpretation is really long. Maybe I should just skip it. All you need to know is, this card means you'll be a hero, worshipped by all. You will protect this world and save lots and lots of people from scary enemies with your sword. Do you like the sound of that? But what's the matter? This is a good—
But I don't want to be everyone's hero. I just want to stay in this village with everyone I know. Grandma and Grandpa said the outside world is full of bad people.
I see.
That's why they're always at war. Who wants to save bad people like them? I can be a hero, but only our village's little hero.
That's the type of kid you were, Fane.
Well, little hero, if the day comes for us to say goodbye to ID Silizii, could you become a deliverer that—
Do I have to leave the village?
If something like that happens, someone will have to save the world.
Then...
I'm just teasing you. Don't worry. ID Silizii is a peaceful place. Bad people won't reach us here.
Yeah, about that.
Are you going home already? If you're not in a hurry, should we go play fairies?
Okay, I love playing with them. I'll win back the wood.
Look at me. This world never have need for a deliverer.
Well, so about that, looks like it's gonna need a deliverer. Ooh. Pom Pom, have you prepared our meals
Of course the food's
already?
ready. March isn't feeling well, so Pom Pom has specially prepared the conductor's special bland meal that'll be easy on her stomach. Can you bring it to her, Himiko?
Gladly. Why don't we also get her
No coffee when she's already feeling...
I guess you're right. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Is that... Did I do it?
Carries with it the scent of rust.
It looks like that's the end of the first. End of the first story quest reached. Here you go. Whose visage comes into view? Phanon. An Amphorius. Untitled statues are a prevalent sight. As for the inspiration behind these statues, they are said to be the clay figures that Kelfel made at the world's creation. They made clay figures in their likeness, bestowed upon them the breath of life, and allowed the golden divinity of their blood to course through. Thus the first mortals roamed the earth, receiving the gods' mercy while also realizing the sorrows of this world. In front of a statue, the people of the holy city beheld a man, Phaenon of Aedis Elysium. He never spoke of his origin, only using this name and nonchalantly identify himself. That's not really his name. Oh. Phaenon is a soldier, one divinity coursing through his veins. Responding to the Goldweaver's rally call, he traveled long and far to reach the holy city, either to bring the light to the hero's path.
Constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust.
Ballads reach him through the breeze as though soft voices meant for him.
No matter.
He responds in
My
kind.
existence is of little consequence.
It is Cilicia, the man's hometown, shrouded in secrecy, just like his past. Some have searched for that distant village, yet found it neither writing nor passed down through song. In every nostalgic reflection, the man crafted a vision of paradise with his exquisite poetry. Yet within the ancient texts of the holy city, the history of that frontier village remains more obscure than the days to come. In the far-off future, the land of Amphorius will bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, the man will inscribe an eternal mark in the Chrysos epic. Yet his real name may never be heard in this world again.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
Some, too, losing themselves at the very beginning of their journey. Those forgotten stories, as I've written. Twirling in fallen bloom. I see a sword that grants death, a shackle of destiny, next to a silver-haired girl, worshipped as the demise's hollow. The sword stained with unknown blood, lying shattered and snapped. The shackle chained pale wrists, dotted in thickening rust. The priest asks with a shaking voice, upon whose fingertips will the butterfly perch? The girl never answers, like death itself, wreathed in silent solemnity. People often say that the dying is to meet the palm of the hand of shadow, and dreaming is to be brushed by their fingers a little. In the mariages, when the girl peated death, she sees black waterfalls foaming below, pouring down from a chasm in the sky, where a solitary tower withstands torrents swallow. When she awakes, she can still feel the water's freezing touch, and the cacophonies billow, like the wail of the dead, the hollow of beasts in confusion, delirium, and clamors hollow. The girl's embrace is not meant for the living. Thousands have entered the eternal sleep in her arms, granting to the dead solace and dignity. She mentions a ferocious warrior feared in battle.
She did not go with a smile, but to me she cursed. Oh, life's end, how ugly you are, how despicable.
And from that day on, she adorned herself. Her dress, white as radiant moon, became always dotted with flowery petals.
For if death cannot be avoided,
so says the girl,
I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful.
Among the manifold rites about death, the ones she knows with most intimacy are burial rites. One burial of unfamiliar continuance after another, wherever she presided, From the angelic visage of a babe passed in the cradle, to the despairing eyes of the mother drowning in sorrow, from the scars of a war-battered general torso, to the unending tears pouring from his bereft widow. Yet she remembers not a living human she had seen. Even in the mirror she thinks her own face strange, with an alien glow. And the countless words buried in forgetfulness, the only thing she manages to glean is a mockery to fate, a sarcastic whistle.
Alive.
When she cast aside the shackles and stepped beyond Idonia, a deja vu most violent seizes her whole. Did she, perchance, conduct some previous escape? Illusions dance across her eyes. She had once drifted in an endless river, then drove her single boat out of the deluge. She had wandered in the battlefield covered in corpses, then recovered the path back to life. Why must she escape? Over and over again, she knows the answer and quivers, for it is a ludicrous surmise. The woman embodying death walks this world only because she knows she must stay alive. But alas, that... Way to cut me off. Okima, a city that warriors look back upon before marching toward the battlefield. The holy city, the sanctuary of all citizens. Just as the poets of the city have sung.
The epitome of magnificence, unbounded benevolence.
And the beauty of the holy city is like Aglaia herself, dressed in finery and of noble birth. She is the dressmaster of Okima, the one who weaves with golden threads.
But there's one thing she'll never be able to achieve.
A jealous whisper can be heard.
She will never be able to produce something seamless.
Golden threads quiver, and a gentle wind rustles by her ear. She maintains her silence, but others fan the flames. Is that so hard? Her scissors and rulers are better than any garment maker. The sculpting forms as perfect as the gods themselves.
Lady Aglaia, grace our eyes with your most elegant creation.
Ingratiating words do not sit well with me, nor do duplicitous machinations.
Her gaze flits across the stoa, equally regarding every member of the public. They used to wonder how exactly do her eyes perceive if something is beautiful or not. As with the holy city that's perpetually bathed in light, how do people tell apart cozy mornings and frosty nights? For the weaver, the answer lies in her golden threads. Golden threads of the goddess of romance now serve as her hands and eyes. The colors of the world, intertwined with undertones of human hearts, come flooding towards her. These golden threads are no less prideful than the master they now belong to.
As long as the thread has form, it is enough to craft seamless finery.
Be it stitched finely and tightly or cut cleanly with a single stroke.
Hardly a challenge. None of these pose a challenge.
The rhyme rolls off like seams, like a soft sigh from lips. The one who weaves gold gazes past me, fixed on something much farther. The network of threads that entwine all between the heaven and earth. The only challenge that she relentlessly dedicates herself to is weaving the fate of Okima into a flawless, seamless outcome. A long line stretched across the square. Merchants, storekeepers, and even the high society elite all lined up together without distinction. At the head of the line was the path of Aglaia's abode. Is the holy city's fashion trendsetter, going to reveal her newest masterpiece.
She's about to get rid of her failed pieces!
Now I see why the Holy City is free of worries. Even as the end nears, they're still obsessed with lavish clothing.
New to Okima, a visitor from elsewhere ends up utterly bewildered at the sight. It is said that a family of priests who worship Menseta go way back with the Weaver. But her impeccable gift of weaving isn't meant to serve anyone's pursuit for pleasure. What was once a sacred duty was misunderstood by the beauty-obsessed, who'd mistaken fallen shreds for priceless treasures.
Are flawed creations really still worth the people's adoration?
The Weaver shakes her head. She seems to have forgotten something that is precisely the flawed hero who walks ahead of the crowd, who casts a long shadow over the world, who strides towards everlasting daylight. They are nevertheless people whom the Weaver is willing to sew and tailor for. Her conditions are beauty sharp as a blade, and the pursuit of beauty.
Me! I want to be showered with a thunderous ovation, and lots of flowers.
A melodramatic poet speaks out.
I want to stir her emotions.
A voice of a blushing young boy.
Do I fit the bill? My sister and I are refugees from the abyss. I want to get a pair of shoes for her.
A seated child speaks up. Next to him is a barefooted girl, staying silent with her head kept low. Unfortunately, gold threads are willful things. They are never swayed by sympathy or pity. A tense and worried look suffers the young child's countenance. The specks of dirt on his face brought back memories of a past encounter.
Go to the 3 children in the city.
A messengers of Jonas. They will bring him shoes for happier her. The guiding light. In a corner of Okima, the newly arrived traveler stops for a moment. He rubs his eyes.
1, 2, 3. There's 3 identical children?
The 3 children have differing smiles. One is beaming, one has a shrewd grin, and one is smiling serenely. Yet each of them looks just as mysterious as the other 2.
Welcome to the Holy City. We will show you the way forward.
Tribios. This name has not been mentioned for some time. Only the elder priests of Jonsopolis know the true significance of this name.
Please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
As music from his hometown plays, the smiling children gather around the old man. They wish the twilight breeze will carry away all tales of sadness. The end time looms like a dark cloud hanging over the holy city's residents, and shrouding them with sorrow and war.
Do you need our help?
Like torches dancing in the wind, the children illuminate the alley. They wipe away the woman's tears. Babies sleep amidst the whispers. On the windowsill of those in prayer, their light footprints remain. The citizens call them,
Pillars of Okima.
yet they simply shake their heads.
There's no need to be so somber. How about we play a game together? Guess who we are?
The 3 soared and landed in front of the townsfolk. An old man says.
No, we're Trinin.
Trianon is the quietest of the trio.
Trinin?
Wrong. We're actually Trian.
Trian is the most spirited of the trio.
Then you must be Trevi. You're right. Good job.
Tribby is as enthusiastic as she is adorable. It matters not whether they can tell the trio apart. Of most importance is their sincere smiles.
We will show you the path to take.
The children fly ahead, guiding the lost back to the main road. So you literally show people the right path
You're
to
lucky.
take.
You merely took a wrong turn.
These children flew before me. It was rare to see them
However,
quiet.
there are many more unfortunate souls who have lost their direction in life.
There was once a dying soldier on the battlefield who wished to bid farewell to his lover in a distant city far away. A child leaned towards the soldier and said nary a word, and she listened to his final words of comfort. As for the other two children, they were in the city bedside, a bed upon which a woman was lying in eternal rest, wailing uncontrollably. Not only did the three children share each other's senses, their souls are also interconnected. When one is filled with grief, the other two will burst into tears as well.
Perhaps we should tell you some happy tales instead.
The child wipes away her tears of reminiscence.
Our greatest talent is performing Amphorius' nursery rhyme.
But those nursery rhymes have been told over and over, that any illiterate child could recite them by heart.
Rude!
The child gently flicks my forehead.
You should be reflecting on the nursery rhyme author's heartfelt intentions instead.
In this lush land by God's chosen, giants raise their glasses in a toast. People commonly see the children riding on enormous flaming rockets, looking like shooting stars blazing through the holy city.
Dangerous.
An old man worriedly wishes the children to stop.
Not Trinan.
The quiet child shakes her head. The exuberant child raises her hands.
Stop nagging.
The mischievous child pouts.
Play with something I've created?
Every child in the world loves to play, and Tribios is no exception. Every child in the world is afraid of pain, yet Tribios tries to act tough.
Initially, there were many more of us. The others have merely gone one step ahead.
The children swore they were already adults, yet they carelessly hit the city gate. They cried out in pain together. The Tripiart's prophecy is but a distant ritual, and the Chrysos War a painful dream. Echoes of the Gate of Infinity occasionally jolt her awake, and the distant travels of her identical sisters sometimes inspire uncertainty within her. A new journey only begins when the previous one comes to an end. Despite time marching forward endlessly, the children always manage to stay true to their hearts. They are all that remains of another. Well then. Light slips the gate, and the shadow greets of the throne. Strife dispels the accompanying fears. Well, we have finally made it through Aglaya. Tribby. Little gray. Well, I think us finally finishing the first Trailblazer quest, I am probably going to do my dailies and then call it here for now, as I think that's a perfect place to end. Now, speaking of, there comes the question of what it is that I exactly should farm for. You know what? I have yet to, like, properly build Branya. And also fully upgrade her, so maybe that's what I do. Oh, not that. Or I guess actually, yes, this. Actually, I guess I should see if I have any of them that I can synthesize first. No, I do not. Alright then. We're gonna use our hard carry team.
All or nothing. Time.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Time for a good old counterattack.
A little more heat. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
What?
Ready
what?
for another?
More seasoning.
Okay, that was weird.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Destined for oblivion.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another?
A little more heat.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Spend freely.
Spin free.
Bust. Or maybe
Bust.
I'll take it all.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
More seasoning. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Once more.
Heat.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I weep for the departed.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
More seasoning. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
On the still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion.
Destined for oblivion.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A little more heat.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Spend freely.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Again.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Ready for another?
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A little more heat.
On the still waters of oblivion.
It's on me.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
More seasoning. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Destined for oblivion.
Destined for oblivion.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A little more heat.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Again. We
More
farm
seasoning.
until there is
Destined
nothing
for oblivion.
left.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A little more heat. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
On the still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Explode.
More seasoning.
On the still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion.
Man.
I weep for the departed.
You know, when I get bigger, one of these days
It
I
too
should
shall fall.
choose a character whenever their
Ready for
banner's
another?
running and get
Net
them
markers
to
activated.
E6,
Time for a good old
S5.
counterattack.
A little more heat. Since you're already here, why not have a
people
meal
donate
before
for
you
it.
leave?
On the still waters of oblivion.
Do like an event like the King's Reign begins.
More seasoning.
Destined for oblivion.
Poll
I weep
for
for the departed.
E6, S5 in a day.
It too shall fall.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A little more heat. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
On the still waters of oblivion.
Net markers activated.
Is
Time for
Sunday
good old
getting a
counterattack.
rerun soon? Because I really need that fucker.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another?
More seasoning.
Destined for oblivion.
It's on me. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Alright, hopefully that's enough to max out Baranya. There we go. Alright, Branya maxed out. I think I definitely need to work on her build, though. Because oh god, I've been using this fucking build since for fucking ever. I haven't even, like, properly upgraded it much, if at all. Increase speed by 6% when using skill or ally target. Increase the ability to crit damage lasting for 2 turns if I can. Okay, yeah. These are this is definitely her best set. But I suppose that is something I shall leave till next time. If you'd stop doing that, please, and thank you. Well, that's about a 3-hour stream for me. It cut off at the 30-minute mark for some reason at the beginning, like all my streams always seem to do, but thank you all for coming. We finally got through the first part, or the first story quest for Amphorius, and we will be embarking upon the second story quest for Amphorius tomorrow upon my return. But that's all from me. Thank you for coming, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.